Let's talk about the boxer. A lot of people were really surprised when I gave it such high praise, which in turn surprised me. I talked about how the boxer really gave a different look on the sports genre, and a lot of people gave me backlash for that, and I was really surprised about the pushback. Let me give you guys some ratings that really solidified my viewpoints on the boxer. Boxing is like touching another person's life with one's bare hands. Kay came to this conclusion after fighting another soldier in a battlefield, bare hands, no weapons. Just human to human, creature to creature, fighting for survival with one's superiority over another. I really like the fact that the boxer dives into the question, what is the meaning of life? The question of what is life has always been asked to Kay his entire life, from the death of his grandfather, to the death of the young boy he saved on the battlefield, to the death of his wife and son, and to the death of everybody he kills on the battlefield. And then he finds out what it is. And that becomes unbridled human freedom, an intrinsic and just a behavioral anger and urge to just take life and handle it and be the manipulator of it. For those who don't know, this author actually wrote another work called Horizon, and at the beginning I thought it was like a beginning psych course in university. I was like, wow, this is pretty basic. But the longer it went on, the more I had a lot of respect for the series and the way it wrote itself. And The Boxer is the same thing. It's like watching or reading a psychology class through the lens of boxing. And the idea of using boxing, because it is a hand-to-hand combat sports and you are literally holding the life of someone else in your hands, and the superiority of your ability to somebody else puts you above them, and asking them, what is the meaning of that person's life if human beings are just nothing than human beings? And this is, of course, not even talking about all the religious allegories between what K represents, which could be the evil of humanity, and what you, our main character, represents, which is humanity, which is a tool through which society creates and shapes. And then we have J, which is our, I want to say like our allegory for Jesus, pretty much, who is the light for the main character, who he met when he was young and lost as he grew up and is looking for as an adult. This is also without the fact that each boxer represents an aspect of humanity that you is fighting and defeats and is the villain in their story. It's a masterclass. You don't necessarily have to like it, because I know some complaints I heard were that like they wanted more actual boxing, and I'm like, the art's amazing, just take it, okay? There are still questions as to what type of role does Ryu from his past play and his friend from the past. But the boxer is quite literally about the fight for life and the meaning